1969 gave us some of the most unforgettable songs ever recorded. Songs you've definitely heard, even if you don't know the names. But here's the strange part. The artists behind them completely disappeared. No second hit, no comeback, just one song and then gone. So what happened to them? Let's count down the top 15 one-hit wonders of 1969, from forgotten hits to songs you didn't even realize you already know.
Let me in, I won't go away.
Number 15. Cinnamon, Derek.
Do what you want to, baby, I'll let you. Might as well face it, cinnamon.
This song feels like sunshine in audio form. Light, catchy, and instantly nostalgic. Cinnamon climbed the charts in 1969 and seemed to promise a bright future for Derek. But here's the strange part. Almost nobody remembers the artist today, even if the melody still feels familiar. It's the kind of song you hear and think, wait, I know this. That's the magic and the curse of a one-hit wonder. Derek Magic never managed to follow it up with anything close to the same success. No second breakout, no lasting spotlight, just one perfect moment. And somehow, that makes Cinnamon even more special. It's not just a song, it's a snapshot of a career that peaked and vanished almost instantly.
One potato, two potato, three potato, four. Open up cinnamon now.
Number 14. Hot Smoke and Sassafras, Bubble Puppy. Before the name makes you laugh, listen to the riff. It's unforgettable. Hot Smoke and Sassafras explodes with psychedelic energy, capturing the raw, experimental spirit of 1969 rock. Bubble Puppy had something real here, a sound that stood out in a crowded era. The song climbed into the top 20, and for a moment, it felt like they were about to become huge. But then, nothing. The band never came close to repeating that success. Music trends shifted fast, and somehow they got left behind. Today, the track still sounds bold and alive, like it belongs to a band that should have lasted much longer. Instead, it became a time capsule, a reminder that even great songs don't guarantee long careers. Number 13. Gimme Gimme Good Lovin', Crazy Elephant. This song doesn't ask for your attention. It demands it. Loud, chaotic, and impossible to ignore, Gimme Gimme Good Lovin' was built to grab listeners instantly. And it worked. The track stormed the charts with its raw energy and party vibe. But here's the twist. Crazy Elephant wasn't even a traditional band. It was a studio project. That might explain why the momentum didn't last. There was no real identity to build on, no consistent presence to keep fans engaged. So despite having a hit that still feels explosive today, they faded just as quickly as they appeared. It's a perfect example of how a great song alone isn't always enough to sustain a career. Number 12. Nothing But a Heartache, The Flirtations. Some songs hit you slowly and then stay with you. Nothing But a Heartache is one of those. With powerful vocals and rich soul influences, the Flirtations delivered something that felt deeply emotional and timeless. The song gained serious attention and still resonates with listeners who discover it today. But despite the talent and the sound, they never broke through in a lasting way. Timing, promotion, and industry shifts all played a role. It's almost frustrating because everything about this track suggests they should have been bigger. Instead, it became their defining moment, a single, haunting success that hints at a career that could have been so much more.
How'd you sleep last night? You're several ages up.
Number 11. Morning Girl, the Neon Philharmonic.
Put your dreams away and read your box.
Morning Girl feels different from everything else on this list, and that's exactly why it worked. Soft, dreamy, and almost orchestral, it stood out in a year full of louder, heavier music. Listeners connected with its calm, almost hypnotic mood. The song climbed the charts and became a quiet hit. But maybe that uniqueness was also its limitation. The Neon Philharmonic couldn't replicate the same magic twice. Audiences moved on, and the industry shifted toward different sounds. What remains is this one beautiful, delicate track, something that feels more like a mood than a song. It didn't lead to a long career, but it left behind something unforgettable.
Begging for a way to go back where love wasn't.
I woke up this morning, baby. I had to hold my mind.
Number 10. My Pledge of Love, Joe Jeffrey Group.
You know that I love you. This is my pledge of love.
This is the kind of song that feels instantly sincere. My Pledge of Love blends soul, pop, and emotion into something warm and genuine. It connected with listeners in a big way, climbing the charts and becoming a standout hit. For a moment, Joe Jeffrey Group seemed poised for more success.
I woke up this morning, baby. I had to hold my mind.
But the follow-up never came. Whether it was timing, competition, or just bad luck, they couldn't maintain the momentum. And that's what makes this song stand out even more. It feels like the beginning of something that never continued. A promise, just like the title suggests, that was never fully fulfilled.
Darling, this is my pledge of love. My pledge of love.
It's not the way you smile that touch my heart.
Number 9. Baby It's You, Smith.
Many nights go by.
Some songs get a second life, and this one did exactly that. Originally recorded earlier in the decade, Baby It's You was reimagined by Smith with a stronger, more soulful edge. And it worked. The track became a major hit, powered by raw vocals and emotional intensity. It felt fresh, even though it wasn't entirely new. But despite the success, Smith couldn't build on it. No follow-up reached the same level, and the spotlight faded quickly. Still, this version of the song remains powerful. It's proof that sometimes the right voice at the right moment can turn a good song into something unforgettable, even if it only happens once.
Is it true what they say about you?
Number 5. Smith is the belief of investigated, but quickly the song's being stead in the economy quickly. The track made a little butter that many more favorite plays that critically livered. This presented as planets that the mart of news it make insumed the voice, but its title the reason that the right fave many years of last way. It felt the being stead, the probably getting some motive it. Number 5. Smith is the belief of investigated. but it's proof that sometimes the right voice into something once. Now, number 9, Smith could have builded on the decade and the right fave minute. Number 2, Smith is the better in the belief, even though what they tensed that it made its conclusion. The track mains find many small performance of Verywhere of its made belief. It is said that the right voice into something, and it may have infounded the right voice. Number 2, make the good voice into started for. It felt the reason that Never Find to develop 2005, but make the differences by the way. Number 3, this may be a good fourth of the song formerly ancient, but the Greener Report once. Number 2.
I know I'm gonna love you any old way. What can I do?
Tracy, when I'm with you, something you do bounces.
Number 8, Tracy, the Cufflinks.
Come with me. Don't say.
Tracy is pure pop perfection, bright, catchy, and impossible not to sing along with. It climbed the charts fast and became one of those songs that just sticks in your head. But here's something most people don't know. The Cufflinks was essentially a studio creation led by one person. That might explain why the success didn't last.
Change waves love every way. And when you'll be so.
Without a full band identity or long-term vision, it was hard to keep the momentum going. Still, the song did its job and did it incredibly well. Even today, it feels fun, light, and instantly recognizable. A perfect hit that didn't lead anywhere else.
There's a man at my house, he's so big and strong. He goes to work each day, each day.
Number 7, Color Him Father, The Winstons.
Never a frown, always a smile when he says to me,
This song wasn't just a hit, it meant something. Color Him Father told a heartfelt story that connected deeply with listeners, especially at a time when emotional storytelling in music was evolving. It climbed high on the charts and even won a Grammy. But what makes it truly legendary is something else entirely: the drum break.
said I'm gonna color him father. I think I'll.
That short, powerful rhythm became one of the most sampled beats in music history. Ironically, that influence outlived the group itself. The Winstons never had another hit, but their sound shaped decades of music. So while they may be labeled a one-hit wonder, their impact says otherwise.
My mother loves him, and I can tell by the way she looks at him.
Your life is filled with joy and
Number 6, Love Can Make You Happy, Mercy.
a lifetime to you and to have.
This song feels like a dream, soft, emotional, and almost floating. Love Can Make You Happy captured a very specific feeling, and listeners connected with it immediately. It climbed high on the charts and became a defining sound of the era's softer side. But sometimes, being tied too closely to a moment can be limiting.
If you think you love someone,
Mercy couldn't recreate that same magic again. Trends shifted, and the spotlight moved on. Still, this track remains beautiful in its simplicity. It doesn't try too hard, it just works. And maybe that's why people still remember it, even if they don't remember the band.
if you find someone who cares to
Drop your silver in my tambourine.
Number 5, Green Tambourine, The Lemon Pipers.
Reflections of the music that is mine.
Green Tambourine by the Lemon Pipers is a standout example of late 60s bubblegum pop with psychedelic influences. The repeating tambourine sound creates a hypnotic and catchy rhythm that sticks in your head instantly.
Now listen while I play.
The song tells the simple story of a street performer with a green tambourine, yet the production gives it a dreamy, slightly surreal feeling. Its bright and playful sound helped it stand out during a time of musical experimentation. It remains one of the most memorable and unique hits of its era. Number 4. Winchester Cathedral, the New Vaudeville Band.
Now everyone knows just how much I needed.
Winchester Cathedral by the New Vaudeville Band is a retro-inspired hit that takes listeners back to the 1920s. Its megaphone-style vocals make it sound completely different from typical 1960s music.
She would have gone far away if only.
When it was released, it surprised audiences by going against all current trends in rock and pop. However, this unusual style is exactly what made it successful. It proves that music doesn't always need to follow trends to become a hit. It just needs personality and originality. Number 3. Wipeout, the Surfaris. Wipeout by the Surfaris is one of the most legendary surf rock songs ever recorded. The iconic drum intro immediately creates an explosion of energy, like waves crashing onto the shore. The track doesn't rely on lyrics, but instead focuses entirely on rhythm and momentum. It captures the feeling of surfing freedom and California beach culture perfectly. Even today, it remains one of the most recognizable instrumental songs in music history and continues to define the surf rock genre.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld.
Number 2. Monster Mash, Bobby Pickett.
He did the monster mash.
Monster Mash by Bobby Pickett is a Halloween classic that blends humor and novelty into a memorable musical experience. The song introduces famous monsters like Dracula and Frankenstein in a playful, dance-like setting.
The zombies were having fun. The party had.
It was never meant to be scary, but rather entertaining and lighthearted. Over time, it became a seasonal tradition played every Halloween. Its catchy storytelling and fun atmosphere have kept it alive for more than half a century, making it one of the most enduring novelty songs ever created.
Good sense, innocence, crippling mankind, dead kings.
Number 1. Incense and Peppermints, Strawberry Alarm Clock.
Little to win, but nothing to lose. Innocence of
Incense and Peppermints by Strawberry Alarm Clock is one of the most surreal and debated psychedelic hits of the late 1960s. From the very first seconds, it throws listeners into a strange, dreamlike soundscape that feels more like a hallucination than a traditional pop song. For some, it's the perfect snapshot of the psychedelic era, colorful, experimental, and completely free from rules.
to divide the cockeyed world in two, throwing your pride away.
It captures exactly what the late 60s felt like: confusing, creative, and completely unpredictable. But for others, it doesn't even feel like a proper song. They say it's chaotic, disjointed, and more like an experimental studio session that accidentally became a hit record. And that's exactly why it still stands out. Because very few songs from that era sounded this strange, and still made it to the top of the charts. So the real question is, did the 1960s reward musical genius? Or just pure psychedelic chaos that somehow worked?
Little to win, but nothing to lose. In the sense of
Never a frown, always a smile. When he says to me,
So how many of these songs did you actually recognize? It's strange to think that music this memorable, songs that still live on decades later, came from artists who never got a second moment like this again. Some disappeared because of timing, some because of the industry, and others, we may never really know. But that's what makes one-hit wonders so fascinating. They remind us that sometimes, one song is all it takes to leave a lasting mark. And maybe that's enough. So tell me, which of these tracks do you still remember? and which one surprised you the most? And is there a one-hit wonder from 1969 you think should have been on this list? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more music countdowns like this.